defender. I'll be ready to fight for you. You no need your Okada. I go buy a big Benz for you.
Yo, my people, how una day? It's your boy K Money live and direct once more on the True Show. I just want to say a big shout out to every one of you that sent in their opinion on the show today. But before that, I give more shout outs. I want to say happy Sunday to you listening to me right now, wherever you might be listening to us. Yeah, this is another special edition of the True Show with me, my humble self, K Money. And I want to give you guys a round of applause for sending in your opinion on the show today, because we have a very, very nice topic to thrill your mind. You know, it's the True Show. I want to say big shout out to all of you that sent in your opinion. God bless you. Big cheers for you and a big round of applause for you guys, you know. Yeah, without you now, I cannot be here. Without me, I'm not going to listen. My people, how una day? Yeah, it's short about time. Where we go talk about the Ogbonge thing, where we carry for mind come today. Where we the nice topic, where we say whether they for our social media handles on TikTok, our WhatsApp, our Facebook, and Instagram pages, Twitter. I guess you know the topic, but I will definitely read them out again. So, when I go, what you want to talk about for the show today? For those of you who have the opportunity, they see the question of the topic, where we say not sending your opinion and your comments. But I want to say happy Sunday once more, and I love you all for watching the previous episode of the True Show with K Money, my humble self. How wanna do, my people?
Anything I do for you, be my love. I'm not gonna leave you anytime or day, anywhere you do.
Yo, my people, I'm not gonna leave you now anytime or day. It's short about time for the True Show. Yeah, we have a very nice question for you guys. And this says, why is it that when women who see themselves being successful, I come again. Why is it that when women see themselves being successful, they will create standard for them? They will create standard for men in terms of relationship and marriages. Why is that when women see that they are successful, they create standard for men in relationship and marriages? Wow. Now, this is what we're going to be talking about on the show today. Why you be say women, when you say that they're successful, they get money, they are doing well in business or in academics or whatever way. Now, they tend to create this standard for themselves. You understand? They know they can do things with men. They know they roll with any kind of man. They know they date any kind of man. Now, what we will talk about for the show today? Now, why he be like this? Now, what we will talk about why he be say this women when they're successful, they raise their standard. Now, what we will talk about for the show today? Now, be this for my people. How una day? Yeah, this is K Money Dio. I guess you've listened to it before. This is my humble self singing right now. How una day? Yeah, I go give you my money, so make you take all my heart. Because now when you take all my heart, I go give you all my money. My people, how una day?
You be my wife, you looking good in the air. She looking fresh in the air. You looking good in the air. She looking fresh in the air. See, what I go do to make you see my love for you now real. Everything that I give to you, sure this love is real. And nobody.
Yeah, right about time for me to drop people's comments on the show today. We have a lot of comments on the show today. I just want to say a big shout out to you once more for sending in your opinion. God bless you. It's not easy to the support person for anything person they do. You know, creating content like this and people see what you're doing and supporting you and raising their comment and opinion and trying to say something, trying to help someone that's in a relationship and in a marriage situation that needs help. God bless you. I should try to help another person in relationship, and so God will see help your own. You know, guys, be my people, how una day? Yeah, the first person on the show today said most women set standard because they deserve a healthy relationship / marriage. If a woman is willing to give to a relationship or love, is willing to give to a relationship love, affection, respect, honesty, hard work, etc., then she's entitled to expect that much in return from a man. She sets standard because she needs a man who can match her in every possible way. So yes, date a woman with standard, date a woman who knows her worth, because finding someone who can stand on her own. Sorry, let's come again. Because finding someone who can stand on her own means being with someone who can stand with you. Wow, this is a nice one. She's trying to say that most women set standard because they deserve a healthy relationship or marriage. And if a woman is willing to give to a relationship love, affection, honesty, that if a woman is willing to give all these things, now she's entitled to expect much from you too. If she's willing to give her love, affection, respect, honesty, and hard work, she deserves to expect the same thing from you. That's a man. Yeah. So she sets standard because she needs a man who can match her in every possible way. Thank you very much. God bless you for your candid opinion. Yeah, another person said, simply pride. Simply pride. Yeah, thank you very much for your opinion, for saying just simply pride. That's why most successful women tend to raise their standards so high. Thank you very much, my brother.
Senorita, Mamma Mia, Guatamaka, Okudima, Senorita, Mamma Mia, see, you go kill the person, oh, with the kind of body when you carry, oh.
Yeah, my people, how wanna day? I see there with you now, I never go anywhere. Yeah, the first person on the show, another person on the show today said, man, this one is so, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, another person said, setting standards in a relationship or marriage is a must with each other. They need to know what is tolerated in a relationship or marriage, no matter who is successful or not. If keeping the relationship or marriage grounded, understanding the do and don't and how to behave in a relationship with standards, everyone will be happy. Good. Okay, thank you very much. Trying to say that setting standard in a relationship is a must with each other. That you guys have to set standard for each other. Not that the lady being successful has to have more higher standard than the other. No, it doesn't matter in a relationship. That if keeping a relationship grounded, if the standards should be able or is able to keep the relationship grounded, then it is worth it. It is worth it. So understanding the do's and don'ts of a relationship, that's all that also matters. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Yeah, another person said those women that are looking for standard relationship, standard marriage end up breaking up and loss of marriage. Wow, I see. Thank you very much. You out there that sent in this opinion. God bless you. Now, you're trying to say that those women that look for standard relationship and have high standards in marriage and relationship end up in heartbreak or probably breakups. Yes, and loss of marriages for those in the marriage situation or those in the relationship. It leads to a lot of breakup. Yeah, this is what you're trying to say. Thank you one more time for your candid opinion.
Baby, back on the love, oh. I give you all my life, oh. Say now you be my wife, oh.
Yeah, another person on the show said, yes, 100%. Emo, African men. I don't understand this. Okay, African men are raised to be husband and the head of the household. That's fine. But as a successful woman in a legal field and as an American woman, boundaries are essential. I have no problem following or letting him lead, but there are some things that I have more experience in and that should be acknowledged and respected. Bottom line is that we are building together. So if it's advantageous for us together, maybe we should explore the possibility. Certain standards should be set so that there are no misunderstandings. Example is, no, you cannot go buy everything you want just because you have access to the money. I make and you have never had to manage finance or on this level before. I am successful because I don't spend every dollar I make. I invest and save. I do believe that if such boundaries are not discussed prior, it can lead to issues later. African men in Imo do not like to be told what to do. So we as women need to establish clearly what we will or won't tolerate. That has to be clear, because if we allow certain behaviors to occur without being checked, they become pattern that will be difficult to break. Although some standards may arise that you haven't prepared for, the need to communicate about them and have the discussion is paramount. That's why learning to communicate effectively is so important. My partner and I had to learn and grow together to understand the person we are in love with. That meant me telling him something and then asking him what he heard me say often. It was totally different from what I said or meant. Okay, there are certain unspoken standards that I know he prefers and vice versa. Wow. Okay, vice versa. You definitely don't want to allow a pattern of behavior to develop and grow that you are unhappy with or won't tolerate. So set boundaries so it's clear what you will or will not accept. Wow, this is a nice one. I think this has a lot to say to men and to women out there. Now, what you're trying to say that African men are raised to be husband and the head of the household, and you said it's perfectly fine. It's not that bad. And being a successful woman in a legal field, and as an American woman, that boundaries are what essential. So that you have no problem following or letting a man lead, but there are some things that you have more experience in and that should be acknowledged and respected by the man that you are dating or probably you want to get married to or probably you will marry to. Now, bottom line is that building together is advantageous for both of you, yes, and you guys should explore the possibilities. Now, there are some certain standards that should be set so that there are no misunderstandings. Like, for example, you telling the lady that you don't have to buy this, you don't have to buy that, you don't have to buy this. You see me, I've been saving, I've been working, I want to save more for tomorrow, for the future, for this one, for that. And that way, if I keep spending, but we don't have money to do all this thing I've done so far, or this thing I want to plan to do. Yes. Now, saying all these things because you're the one making the money, all these boundaries are supposed to be set, prior to eventually being into the relationship officially. You get? So I try to understand this now. Oh Lord. Now, you also say that men don't like to be told what to do, and so women need to establish clearly what they will tolerate or what they will not tolerate. You get? So that's the behavior that occurs without being checked. Because if you don't say all these things, what you're trying to say is that if you don't say all these things out and later now the ladies start bringing out all these things out, it will turn to be a problem and it might end breaking the relationship. Now, what she's trying to say is that there should be a communication prior to this relationship. Yes, this is the bottom line of everything. Now, a woman should lay out her standards to the man prior to the relationship. So, if the man is comfortable with these standards, fine. If you're not comfortable with this standard, then you move on. This is what she's trying to say here, and I'm so much in love with this. God bless you. You can't draw. Now, this is all we can take for the show today, and I say a big thank you to every one of you that sent in your opinion. Some people are saying it's just common pride that has made women to rate their standards so high. Yeah, in relationship, that successful women tends to be so high in standards in relationship more than men in relationship. Yeah, and some people are saying also it doesn't really matter standard or no standard. You guys should know what you really want and what is worth it in the relationship. And some people are also saying that most women that tend to rate their standards in relationship tend to end up with breakup and loss of marriages. Wow. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And I say, God bless you and thank you for you guys that sent in your opinion today. Una do well. I'm not going to do this thing without Una. And I appreciate every one of you who have been sending a comment today. Now, Una be the Oga. Now, Una be the one and only people for the support K Money. God bless you and I love you all. I am here to give you my opinion. But before then, enjoy K Money and Casey Brown a good song for your mother.
Music go play for you wherever you go. She go dey there for you, my beautiful mama. Even when I dey cry for no reason, no. Mama tell me to, mama tell me belle. Your mama dey for kitchen, but my mama is beside me. Say your mama dey for kitchen, but my mama is close to me. So now you I want to give the key to my Rover. So now you I want to give the key to my Benzio.
Yo, my people. That's a special love song from all mothers all around the world. That is K Money featuring Casey Brown, Mama. If you know you love your mother, I think you should ask me for this song. Yeah, my people, I wanna deal. Yeah, it's right about time for K Money to drop the hot pepper soup. Yeah. But right before then, I have to say something. I want to say a big appreciation to all those of my fans listening to me all the way in the United States, because I know that a lot of you guys out there are watching the True Show in the United States. Special thanks to you all. God bless you for supporting the True Show with K Money, and all of you listening to me right all the way from Kenya and Rwanda, South Africa, Botswana, Ghana, Germany, Turkey. In fact, a lot of you all around the world listen to me right now. I want to give you guys a round of applause. You guys are doing well. Not too much. God bless you. And keep supporting, and keep sharing, and keep liking, and keep subscribing to the True Show with K Money. My people, I wanna day. Yeah, on the show today, I want to talk about why it be say women, they raise their standards. They create standard for themselves when they get money for relationship. Yes, when women get money, if you want to enter relationship, they create standard for them. They create standard for themselves. Now, what do you want to talk about for the show? Now, be this one. Yeah. You know, these things happen because men and women most of the time look for different things and have different needs. But this is not true all the time. But it's definitely true most of the time. Now, listen to this. Men most times are looking at the appearance, curve, and few care about the inner personality initially. Do you know this? Now, most men, when they come across a lady, what they see first is what the appearance, the curve. This guy said to almost see curve, see shape, see yacht, see this one, see that one. Now, they are mostly attracted with the physique of a lady initially. Most of them don't really care about the inner personality, and they tend to go into relationship straight, and they'll just dive in and go. Yeah, that is meant for you most times. Yeah. Now, most women are looking for a stable relationship. Do you get that? A woman will usually want as much information as she can get. She wants to know who he is, his goals, what matters to him. A man, on the other hand, most times they don't even care about the goals and all that stuff a woman wants. Yeah, most times they only care about the appearance, and very few care about the inner personality. But women, nah, that's not for them. A woman wants as more information she can get about the person. Yeah, she wants to know who he is, the goals, what matters to him. Now, you see, it's quite different from what a man wants and what a woman wants in a relationship. You see, now it's very few men tend to go deep and looking for that real wife material that they're really looking for. Yeah, most men on just the basic aspect of it. So, most women are looking for a stable relationship. That is just it. They're looking for what? A stable relationship. That is why you see that they create standards for themselves if they are successful. And even if they're not successful, a real woman would do this, create standard for herself. Now, let's say this. Why is it that most women that are successful create standard for themselves in relationship? Now, one, they want a more successful man. This is one of the standards they create. Now, when a woman is loaded financially, she cannot fall in love with a liability that will always feel inferior to her. If a successful woman gets married to a man that is not much more successful than her, there will always be clash, and major cause of the clash will be who is the head of the what? Of the house. You get it? You see, so when a woman is financially loaded, she does not fall in love with a liability. That is just it. But you see that a man, can fall in love with a liability. Can you get the connection there? A man can fall in lady with that's a liability and probably establish the lady, right? But a woman might not or would not want to fall in love with a liability when she's successful. You get that? So that is just it. Now, she doesn't want to because they feel that the guy will be looking himself inferior to the lady. You get? And when at the end of the day, the problem of who's the head of the house will come up, and when that comes up, it's going to be a big problem. So you see, they create women that are successful always tend towards meet or probably have a relationship or marry a man that is more successful than them. This is one of the standards that they do create. Now, they don't want to marry a mistake. Do you get that? They don't want to marry a mistake. How? Some successful women prefer to wait for the right one no matter how long it takes. They don't want to spend the rest of their life in regret, so they will wait for the man that will treat them well. If they marry a mistake of a man, they might lose everything they have worked for. So why rush when they have the luxury they have been waiting for? Do you get the fact there? Now, a successful lady would prefer to wait no matter how long it takes. Yes, to meet the right person because she doesn't want to marry a mistake. Now, they don't want to spend the rest of their life in regretting. So they will wait for what? The kind of man that will treat them well. They don't care how long it does because they are not in a haste. They don't want to make mistake because already they have money. They are successful. So man come o, man not come o, it doesn't care to them because they have all it takes to take care of themselves from the young age down to the day they will die. So you see, that is why you see that most women tend to create standards now for themselves. And this is one of the standards. They don't want to marry a mistake. Now, lastly, this is very, 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 very significant. This is very, very important. This is very, very common with successful women. What is that? They can't be controlled by men, and they don't want to be controlled by what? By men. One major reason why successful women don't get married or not married is majorly because they don't see themselves being controlled by men. She's a boss on her own, and she will not be dictated to by any man. This type of attitude or behavior can be said to be pride or self-esteem, but no matter how we look at it, successful women are what? Hard to control. Yes. Now, when they are successful, they don't want to be controlled because personally on their own, they are boss. They've made it in life. They are successful. They have all the luxuries they want. Now, they don't want to be controlled. They don't want to feel like I'm being controlled by a man or by somebody or be you anything. They don't want to feel controlled by anybody. So, this is one of the standards they create. They look for a man that will be under them, that they will not control, that will not control them. I think you get it. So they don't want to be controlled. So now this will be a problem at the end of the day. So you see, these standards are very, very high at times, my people. I not gonna feel like for you. So these factors are the major reasons why successful women create standards for themselves. They create these standards to protect themselves. Now they see these things as protection in a relationship. So these standards should probably guide them as a pathway to where they want to be in a relationship. Now, but I really want to say something that is very, very important. I don't know how you might perceive this that I want to say, but do you really think these standards, some of these standards, can really make you have a relationship? Now, what is really the aim of having a relationship? Is the aim is to get someone in your life, a partner that can share your joy, your happiness, your hard times, everything with you. That is the aim of a relationship. Now, if you create such high standards for yourself, now how would you think a man will be comfortable living with you? Now, check this. Most men doesn't set high standards for women because you know what? They take them as their own. A real man, for example, I'm not talking about all those flex or people, probably those guys that are not ready for something serious in life. Yeah, I mean a real man. A real man will not set standards for you. Yes, a real man will not set so high standard that you will not be able to meet up with those standards. Nah. You want, even if a man loves you so much, he will want to build you to the way he wants you to be, a way that will be suitable for the both of you, that will be favorable for both of you. Now, you being successful, a man being successful doesn't create standards. It can make you to be who you want to be, you the lady. A man that is successful can make you who you want to be, if you want to be who you want to be. But a lady that is successful wouldn't want to make you be who you want to be, because at the end of the day, she will tend to say that I don't want to raise him to the point that he will come and be raising shoulder for me and be manning up over me and be controlling me, because they don't want to be controlled. Now you have money, you have all it takes in life, you have all the success in life. Now, but you wouldn't want to be controlled. You wouldn't want a man to be the head of the house. You want to be the head. And it's been said that a man is the head. Being the head doesn't mean that he has to be abusing you or probably battering you or probably subjecting you to what is not supposed to be you're not supposed to be subjected to. Nah, a woman has a responsibility. A woman has a role to play in the home. A woman has what she has to do in a marriage home. Those things, when it's being fulfilled and being done, or when you do those things, a man wouldn't complain and have a problem with you if a man really loves you and really cares, a real man. So these standards might really work for you or might not work for you at times, you get. So that is why we see that most days, these days, in these modern days, most women tend to be single, almost to the day they die, because the standards they've raised for themselves are so high that men wouldn't want to fit in. Let us live with love. Let love lead. Now, they say love that never fails. Now, if you have a love that never fails in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1, if you have that kind of love that never fails, you will learn how to cohabit together. Now, one thing somebody said in the comment section said communication prior to having the relationship is very, very important. Now, if you're the type of lady that is successful and you're looking for a relationship or marriage to go into, communicate this in prior to the relationship. So if it is okay for the man to go into a relationship with you, fine. If he doesn't want, fine. Communicate prior to the beginning of the relationship. Don't let the man fall in love with you guys to start doing romantic stuff, and at the end of the day, you give him all these standards, and he will run away, probably take some of your money and run away. Yes, or would want to hurt you. No, communicate prior to the beginning of the relationship. Now, this is all I have to say in this with regards to this topic. Why women create standards for themselves? Most time they want to be secured. They want to be assured that they have the man that will live with them for the rest of their life. Yes, this is what they want. Most time they want a more successful man, a man that will not see himself as a liability, a man that is equal, a man that can stand and protect her. That's what they want. And also, they don't want to marry a mistake. Yes, so they are ready to wait. Even if they don't get married, they don't even care. So my people, I want to say a big check to you guys. How una day? Yo, this is all I can say on the show today, my people. How una day? It has been a nice show for today, and I want to say big thanks to all of you that sent in your opinion. God bless you and keep supporting the True Show with K Money. Una too much. I love y'all. Yeah. Also, we are on TikTok D_3_show, and we are on Instagram D_3_show. Yeah. On Facebook, The True Show with K Money. On YouTube, The True Show with K Money. We dey everywhere. We know they come out. We are always there, my people. How una day? Yeah. Go and subscribe on our YouTube page. Like, share all our content. And I'm sure that God is going to bless you for keep supporting the True Show with K Money. My people, at this junction, I will leave you guys. But I will come back next Sunday and I will be with you guys. I am K Money. My people, how una day? Peace out.
Anybody come around my booty. I am here.
It's your boy, K Money.
Girl, you be my desire, desire. Shorty set me on fire, fire. Girl, you be my desire, desire. See me so like my lover. I don't want to see another. Can I go see your mother? Pay your price and look up. See me so like my lover. I don't want to see another. Can I go see your mother? Pay your price and look up.
It was a dream. I thought I had a vision of you. You keep my imagination.